donation from Chris Trube, who wanted me to review this album from a band called Dead Pioneers, and the album's called Post American. All right, Chris, look, this ain't gonna be a positive review, okay? I do have good things to say about it too, as well. But, and I don't want to dwell on why I don't like the message on this album. I'll get into it when we get into it. All right. We start with the first song called AIM, which is an intro. It's whatever. Next is Post American. Musically, I like it, but lyrics are too political, and it just feeds on the separation, you know, of that's what the media does. That's what this country has never been as separated as it has been now in the last, I don't know, 5-6 years. Politically correctness, woke, this, that, the other thing. It just separates people. You know, people aren't woke, they hate the woke people. People that are woke, they hate the unwoke people. It's just never ending, and the presidents, and man, it won't stop, and this is feeding into it, you know. But at the same time, this is the United States of America, and we are free to say whatever the hell we want, even if you're woke, this and that, or given this, you know, separation thing, you know. It's the bad with the good. Free speech, even if some of the speech is, you know, separating everybody. But that's how I feel this song is. All right, the next song is called My Spirit Animal Ate Your Spirit Animal. Song starts off with, you know, stupid fucking white man, you know, and that's totally accepted now. You know, you can write songs about the white man, and nothing happens. Again, free speech. I'm not saying you can't say about the white man or you shouldn't. I'm just giving you an example of what to me it does. It's just sending a message out there saying you're not racist if you slam the white man. You know? My primary doctor's a white man and he's awesome. My neighbors are white. And you know what they did? When my dad passed away 6 months ago, they came by the house with a loaf of bread and a couple other things. Those people are white. They do not represent these white people. You know? And I'm telling you, white people, the bad white people in this world is just as bad as every other race has that amount of bad people. Everybody's bad. A portion of every race is bad. All right? Especially my race, Cuban. All right, I may be racist against my people. That I should write a song and just mention Cubans. Thing is, I live in Hialeah, Florida. I moved here when I was a little kid, and everybody here, this whole block, we were the only Cuban family here. Down the streets, Colombians, a lot of whites, a lot of rednecks. I grew up with a lot of rednecks that weren't racist either. And they had rebel flags. And I remember one time, I'll give you an example. Look at his name, Dale Hicks. His last name's Hicks. That shows you how redneck they are, right? Awesome people. Always took me in, and I'm Cuban, and they're rednecks, and they didn't care. They loved me, you know? We were listening to a Cheech and Chong album. And on the album, it said, there's one part where it's this guy with his wife in a porno theater. And he's like, look at that, Margaret. They brought in a goddamn N-word. They said the N-word. Alton Hicks, old-ass redneck, says, turn that shit off. I don't allow that crap in my house. And Alton would bring his co-worker over for dinner, and he was black. And they were white. Rednecks on top of that. Mega white. All right, let's continue. You have every right to say anything bad about the white people. I know, but you have no right to say anything bad about other races. That's racist. All right, next. Pit song. Now, this rules. I didn't really, maybe it was political, maybe it was against the white man. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention because the music was so good. I thought that song ripped. All right, next. All right, here we go. The Caucasity. The Caucasity. It's spoken word with a beat. More bashing of the white people. Leave my primary doctor out of your songs. All right, and Alton Hicks, Dale's dad. Rest in peace, by the way. He's passed away. The next, Mythical Cowboys. Here they are bashing John Wayne. Now, here's the thing. If it's true, I don't really keep up with everything, but let's say it's true that John Wayne was a racist, then I'm all for this song. Bash away. Bash away on John Wayne. Fuck that guy. If he was a racist. I'll tell you one thing. Elvis Presley wasn't a racist. You know how Chuck D came out on that Public Enemy song? Straight up racist, blah. Now Chuck D says Elvis wasn't racist. And you know why? Because many black artists that knew Elvis confronted Chuck D saying, like, I don't know if Sammy Davis Jr. was one of them, but Sammy Davis loved him. B.B. King loved him. All these black musicians loved him. And he was nice to every one of them. And he had black backup singers. Come on, man. Elvis was no racist. But Chuck D also mentions John Wayne. So, hey, if he's racist, this is a great song. All right. And also, musically, this song kind of reminds me of something from Bleach, from Nirvana. A little bit. All right. Where are we? White Wine. Spoken word, and he says he don't hate white people in this song. It's so conflicting, this album. All right, next. Juicy Fruit. I don't care for that one. I didn't care. Next one, STFU. Shut the fuck up. It's a spoken word calling out Nazis. You're bashing on Nazis. I love that shit. That's great. Nazis and racists should be bashed. Well, no offense, you people that bash white people, because you're a racist too. I think so. I mean, come on, man. Why is it okay to bash white people and not every other race? It is, though. It is okay. I'm not white. I know a lot of white people. I know some white scumbags, too. Don't get me wrong. There's some white people I met that are complete scumbags, and I separated myself. But then I have my friend like Paul, man, Josh. They were bandmates of mine, man. They're all white boys. And they're fucking awesome. By the way, I'm going to take care of Josh. Josh is playing in Atrophy, the band Atrophy, and they're playing Maryland Death Fest at the end of the month. And he's going to be gone for 4 days. And in those 4 days, I'm going to be taking care of Josh's dog, Avi. If any of all you people that follow my channel remember, Avi did some track-by-tracks with me. So I'm going to be having Avi at the end of the month. All right, next. Bloodletting. Bloodletting Carnival. More political spoken word stuff. It does nothing for me. It doesn't resonate, man. I don't like politics, too. I'm not a fan of politics. I see what it does. Like, my parents are one, well, my mom. My dad passed away. My mom is one way. My brother's the complete opposite politically. I don't get involved. Every time they ask me shit, I go, I don't know. I don't want to know. All it does is cause fights and separation. I see my brother and mom go at it, man, rabidly. It's not cool, man. I remember back in the day, you can like one party and nobody would hate you for it. That's not the way it is today. All right. Next, love language. This one's spoken word, and a woman does a spoken word, and I believe it's anti-hitting women. I could be wrong, and that's cool too. See, I love some messages on this album. It's the white people thing, you know. But every other message I'm hearing, if this is against somebody abusing a woman, I'm all for that too, you know. All right. Next, Fire and Ash. More spoken word. It's just, Next, Working Class Warfare. Kind of talk about how he's not free in America. I think it has something to do with Indians and stuff. I'm not going to get into that because you know why? You know why? Because I don't know enough about it. I don't know about the Indians and custard and this and that and how the Americans stole their land. I've heard that, but I can't expand on that because I don't know. All I know is little things I hear here and there. So I am no political genius. Well, I don't think there is anything called political genius. It's like the Megadeth song. Military intelligence, 2 words that don't make sense. Political genius. They don't make sense. It's more like political dummies. No offense. All right. Next. Untitled Spoken Word 2. More spoken word. Indian talk and the white man taking their land. 1 billion years ago. I don't know. Look. It's just a suggestion. I'm not saying to do it. But, you know, ponder this. Okay? It happened 1 billion years ago. Get over it. You weren't even alive. The white men that did that to the Indians are dead. They're dead. Let's move on. But it's just a suggestion. So, Chris, dude, bro, I hope it just triggers me, you know? But at the same time, as triggered as I am, I do not want to tell anybody how to think. Like the way I feel about politics, race, and all that shit. I'm not telling anybody out there to think the way I do. Okay? You all want to think differently. It's a free country, and I'm all for that. I will fight for your right to say anything, even if I disagree with it, because it's America. So, Chris Tube, hey, I apologize if this was not a glowing review, but hey, they had some good music on there. I'm not saying the shit sucked, you know, like musically. Just the message and too much talking. And I'm sure it's, hey, for anybody out there that doesn't agree with me, check this shit out. You're gonna love it. You will love it. If you disagree with me with everything I'm saying, you will love this album. So check it out. So Chris Tube, thank you so much, man. And everybody out there, thank you for watching. If you'd like to donate, I got a PayPal in the description below. But I gotta give you my honest opinion. I'm not gonna take your money and lie, you know? And I just can't lie. You know, lies, it always comes to bite you in the ass. Because, you know, I know liars. And there's liars that say a certain thing and then later on say something completely different. And I'm like, that guy's lying. But anyway, enough of that. Hey, I talked a lot on this, though. So thank you so much again, Chris, and everybody out there. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't and ring that little notification bell and like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithm. So stay frosty. Listen to Black Sabbath. And hail the white man. Smack him a cob.